Hi guys, so today we are doing box O on the doodle sheet and only box O, but there are a couple of slides that go along with that. So we're going to do those right now. Okay, so there are 4 types of evidence for evolution. There's anatomical, embryonical, DNA, and fossil. The more similarities there are, that means the closer the relationship. So anatomical evidence, I'm so sorry, this is supposed to say box O. Please forgive that. So you're going to copy these down into box O. So homologous structures, remember we just learned that prefix homo means the same structures. So they have similar structure but a different function. So for example, if you look here, we have a human hand, a cat paw, a whale fin, and a bat wing. So if you look, we all have very similar metacarpals, carpals, and they have bones similar to the radius and ulna, as well as a arm bone here. Okay, so they have very similar structures, but they each do a different thing. Our human hands are used to pick up and do many activities. Cats are used as feet, as we use our feet. Whales help swim, and bats are very important to their flying structure. This tells us that we all have a common ancestor. Then there's analogous structures. So they have a different structure, but the same function. So bee wings and bird wings both enable them to fly, but their structure is going to be very different. Different organisms can adapt to the environment in different ways. So their ancestors adapted to be able to fly in different ways from each other, developing these unique structures. The next is vestigial structures. And once again, this is supposed to say box O. I'm so sorry. I thought I fixed it. So vestigial structures. So write this down in box O. A vestigial structure seems to have no useful function, but has a function in a similar or ancestral organ. So for example, in certain, I can't remember if this is a whale or a dolphin tail. They have these free-floating bones that resemble a pelvis or a femur that currently have no function, but must have been useful, anatomically useful in their ancestors. Oh, this is a whale pelvis. Box O, see, I fixed this one. So copy notes. So similar embryos equals similar genes. Let me go back for a second and talk about this more. So the more similar the embryos, the more closely related, okay? So look at this stage. They all look kind of similar, right? You can't really tell, but as they keep developing, they keep looking more and more different. Box O, copy these notes down. DNA evidence, comparing DNA and amino acid sequences. The more similarities equal the more closely related. Finally, fossil evidence. So fossil is any remnant of prior life on Earth. This can be bone, tooth, imprint, any of those things, okay? They're found usually in sedimentary rock, ice, tree resin, or even tar. Only 0.01% of all species can be found in fossil record. This is because the right kind of creature has to die in the right kind of place for it to be, for it to form a fossil, right? If something very soft like a fish died in the middle of a forest, it would likely just broken down and go. However, if something that's very bony like a beetle, which has an exoskeleton, gets encased in ice, it's possible that that will develop into a fossil as time goes on. You'll learn more about that next year in Geo. Organisms existed before but may not now and are related to the ones that are here now. So it's possible that the newer, like their offspring, as they went on and developed and became new species, are still alive today, even though they're gone. So key term, write this down. Species, a group of populations whose individuals can interbreed and produce viable offspring. And actually, I think we're going to end here because we were only supposed to do box O, but if you write this down, awesome. Okay, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and you had fun doing the evidence of evolution activity, and I will see you next time.